If you've been struggling with insomnia for a long time, you might feel like your sleep schedule is completely broken. Maybe you can't fall asleep until 2 or 3 in the morning, or you wake up in the middle of the night and can't fall back asleep, or you sleep but wake up feeling like you barely rested. If this sounds familiar, there's a good chance your circadian rhythm is out of sync. Your circadian rhythm is your body's internal clock. It regulates when you feel alert and when you feel sleepy. This clock controls hormone release, body temperature, digestion, and many other biological processes. When your circadian rhythm is aligned, sleep happens naturally. You begin feeling sleepy at night, you fall asleep more easily, and you wake up feeling refreshed. But when this rhythm becomes disrupted, your brain receives mixed signals about when it should be awake and when it should be asleep. That's when insomnia often begins. Many people try to solve sleep problems by focusing only on bedtime. But the truth is, your circadian rhythm is influenced by everything you do during the entire day. Your brain uses environmental cues to determine the correct timing of your sleep cycle. These cues are called Zeitgebers, which simply means time signals. The most powerful of these signals is light. Morning light exposure tells your brain that a new day has started. This signal suppresses melatonin and increases cortisol in a healthy way that helps you wake up and feel alert. Later in the evening, when light exposure decreases, melatonin rises and prepares your body for sleep. But when light exposure becomes inconsistent, especially with artificial light and screens, your brain can become confused about when nighttime actually begins. This can shift your internal clock later and later. Another powerful circadian signal is timing consistency. When you go to sleep and wake up at completely different times each day, your internal clock struggles to stabilize. It's similar to constantly changing time zones. Your brain never fully adapts. Food timing, activity levels, and nighttime habits also influence your circadian rhythm. For example, heavy stimulation late at night, work, intense screen use, stressful conversations can delay the brain's transition into sleep mode. So how do you reset a disrupted circadian rhythm? The key is consistency. Your brain needs repeated signals that reinforce when the day begins and when the night begins. This is why many sleep experts recommend following a structured routine for several weeks. For most people, 21 days is enough time for the brain to begin stabilizing a new rhythm. The first step is setting a consistent wake-up time. Even if you had a bad night of sleep, waking up at the same time each morning helps anchor your internal clock. This is one of the most powerful circadian signals. The second step is morning light exposure. Spending time in natural daylight shortly after waking helps reinforce the start of day signal to your brain. This helps regulate hormone cycles that affect sleep later at night. The third step is limiting intense stimulation during the late evening. Bright lights, screens, and mentally demanding tasks can delay the brain's natural sleep signals. Creating a wind-down period helps your nervous system prepare for rest. The fourth step involves reinforcing nighttime cues. Dim lighting, calm activities, and a consistent bedtime routine signal to your brain that sleep is approaching. Over time, these cues become associated with the transition into sleep mode. And the fifth step is patience. Circadian rhythms don't reset overnight, but when your brain receives consistent signals day after day, it begins adjusting. Gradually, sleep pressure builds earlier in the evening. Falling asleep becomes easier. Middle-of-the-night wake-ups become less frequent, and mornings feel less exhausting. Many people are surprised by how powerful circadian alignment can be. Because when your internal clock stabilizes, your brain no longer fights sleep. It expects it. If you've been struggling with insomnia for months or years, resetting your circadian rhythm can be one of the most important steps toward restoring healthy sleep. And when combined with techniques that calm the brain's alert system, the results can be even more powerful. If you want to learn the full 5-step sleep hacking method designed to help regulate your circadian rhythm, calm nighttime cortisol, and restore natural sleep cycles, you'll find it in the description below. It explains the entire process step by step. Because when your internal clock finally resets, sleep stops feeling like a battle and starts becoming natural again.